Hi, welcome back to my channel. I will continue with the advanced logic starters, the second one from the top, second pack, and where we left off from my last video. So I will go ahead and start from puzzle number 5. Okay, 7 and the 4, difference of 3, right? So 3 black spaces, 3 gray spaces. Okay, I got that. Okay. Oh, okay. I like this one. 3 and 2, difference of 1. Right. And I want you to look at that and then look at the 3 here. Right. If let's say in this column I only have one black space. Let's say this is a gray one. That'll make these two also gray, right? But then this is 3. I cannot have 3 black spaces here. So this has to be more than one black space. So two black spaces, right, in here. That means I'm going to have one black space in here. One of the two will become a black space, right? So looking at the 3, since I could have only one in here, that's 1. The remaining 2 empty spaces have to turn into a black space, right? So that's that. I got that. Okay, 4 and the 2, difference of 2. And I have a black space here. That means the bottom row will turn into all black spaces. Right, so I found that 4, I found the 2. 4 and the 3, right, difference of 1. I have only one black space here. That means this column will become, right, or gray. Right, and since I will have one black space in here, 1, 2, 3, right, so that will satisfy this 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So these two spaces will turn into gray. So I got the 4, I got the 3. Okay, so a number of things we can do. We could do this. Look at the 5, right? And then look at the 1, right? Because that means looking at the 5, I need 5 black spaces from the 6 empty spaces. But in these two spaces here, I could only have one black space. One black because of that, right? So the remaining 4 spaces have to be black spaces, right? Okay, so I got that. Got that. I got the 7. Let's see what else. Okay, this one is okay. I see 2 ways of doing it. You could look at the 1, right? 1. You could only have one black space in here, right? So looking at the 5 now, right? I have 1, 2, and then since I could have only one here, that's 3, right? 1, 2, and the third one in here. So the remaining 2 spaces have to turn into black spaces to make it 5, right? So there's 1 in here, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And since one of them is a black space, that will satisfy the 1, right? So these two will become gray spaces, right? Let's see what else we can do. Okay, 3 and the 2. Let's do that. 3 and the 5. Apologize. Difference of 2. So 2 black spaces here and 2 gray in here. And okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I see a pattern here. This comes in. You will see this in. It is another one that you see quite often in the higher difficulty puzzles. Okay, so look at the 6 here, right? I need to get one more black space. So looking at the 6, right, the 3 empty spaces, I could have only one black space, right? And now looking at the 7, right, I have 2 black spaces. So I need to find 5 more black spaces from the 6 empty spaces, right? But in here, up here, I could only have one black space because of the 6, right? So that means I'll have one of the two will become a black space. That's one, two, right? Three, and then the remaining four spaces will all become black spaces, right? So I'm gonna count this one first, and then one of the two will become a black one, right? So that's one, and then the one of the two, that's two, three, right? Three black spaces, and then the remaining four, they all have to be also black to make it seven, right? So one of the two will be a black space, so that's one, two, three, four, five, six. So that means I found all six for this one, right? Five, as you can see, and then one more, one of these two. So this will be a gray space, right? So I got that. I found the five. Let's do, okay, they're looking at the three, right? I just, since I have two black spaces already, I could only have one more, right, in the remaining empty spaces, right? Then looking at the five here, right? I need to find five black spaces, but I could only have one black space here, right? Because of the three. So the remaining four spaces will become black spaces like that. Since I'm gonna have a black space in here, one, two, three, right? So I found all three, right? And third one in here. We don't know which one yet. I guess we do now. So I found that, right? I got the three there. I found five. Oh, I think we may have solved it. Okay, we finished it. Okay, so that was puzzle number five. Now let's go to puzzle number six. Okay, easy ones. Um, right, 6 under 3, difference of 3, right? So I got that. I saw another one there. Yeah, 6 under 3 again, right? 3 black spaces, 3 gray spaces. So I found those. What else can we do? Okay, let's just do that. And I see here 4 and a 3, right? Difference of 1. So I need to have at least one black space. But I only have one empty space. So that has to turn into a black space. 3 gray on the top. Right? What else? I feel like I get stuck. These puzzles are small in size, but they're not that easy. In fact, there are. I've already showed you few patterns here that you will see in the much more difficult puzzles. Um, so don't be discouraged if you have a hard time solving these. 8 and the 6, and I really meant that. Yeah. Right, difference of 2, and I have a one black space up here, so these two will become black and then gray on the top. So I got that. Okay, 6 and the 4, difference of 2, right? I have 3 black spaces here, so this one has to be a black space. Let's look at 3 and the 3, right? Top and bottom. 1 gray, 1 black. So 1 gray, 1 black, 1 black, 1 gray, right? I got the 3 there, I found 5, and then the 4. Okay, I got the 2 there. 3 and the 5, right? Difference of 2, so I need to have at least 2 black spaces. So I got that. Let's see. Let's just move down here. Yeah. That. Um, the 5 and the 8, right? Difference of 3, so let's do that. Then I got the 2. Okay, we could do this too. 6 and the 1, right? Diagonal, right? Difference of 5. So 5 spaces surrounding the bigger number or become black spaces, and then the 5 spaces surrounding the smaller number all become gray spaces, right? Oops. So I got that, I got the 8, I got 2, right, 5 and the 3, right, difference of 2, I have 1 black space here, so all 3 here will become black spaces, and this will be a gray. 8 and the 7, right, difference of 1, I have 2 black spaces on the top, so the bottom row will turn into black spaces, so I got that. Right, I found those. Okay, I got that 4 there. 1, 2. Okay, 7 and the 7, right? Same number side by side. I have 3 black spaces on the right column. So on the left column, I also have to have 3 black spaces. Looking at the 2, right? Looking at the 1 first, right? I could only have 1 black space in this area. Now looking at the 2, since I could only have 1 black space in here, this one must be a black space, right? Found those. Right, now one of them will be a black space, so looking at this, looking at the 1, right, these 2 will become gray spaces, right. We could do this one too. Look at the 3, right, I need three black spaces, but I could have only 1 in one of the 2 areas here, one of the 2 spaces, so the remaining 2 spaces have to be black spaces, right. So that's 1, 2, and the third one in here. Since we know there will be a third one in here for sure, looking at the 1, right, we found the 1, so this one will become gray, right. 4 and the 3, we can look at it, right, difference of 1, the bottom row is all gray, so that means I will have 1 black space on the top row, and then the remaining empty spaces will turn into gray, so I got the 4 there. Okay, looking at the 2 up there, right, I need 2 black spaces, but here I could only have 1 more black space because of the 4, right. So I have 1, so this one must be black space. Since this is 1 black space in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we satisfy the 4 black spaces for this one here, right? So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one here. So these 2 will become gray. I got that. Okay, and here too. Okay, 4 and the 3, right? 4 and the 3, difference of 1. So I need to have at least 1 black space in this row, right? But I could only have 1 black space because of what? Because of the 3, right? Looking at the 3, we already have 2 black spaces, so that means I could only have 1 more black space up here. So 4 and the 3, difference of 1, and I will have 1 black space up here. That means the top row, top three spaces, top 3 spaces in the top row will all become gray, right? So I got that. Okay, let's look at the 2 6s here, right? 2 6s, 2 black spaces, 1 black, 1 gray. So I need to have same thing, 2 black spaces here and then 1 gray, right? So I got that. I found the 8. I found 5. Okay, looking at the 2 and the 1, right? Difference of 1. I need to have at least 1 black space, right? That. And that means this here, this column will become gray. 7 and the 5. Difference of 2. On the left column, 3 spaces are all gray. That means I will have 2 black spaces on the right column, and which I have. So the remaining space will become gray. That means we got the 8. Looking at 4 and the 2, right? Difference of 2, right? So 3 here, that means one of them is like that. Let's look at the 4 here, right? I could only have 1 black space. Only one of the 2 spaces will become a black because of the 1, right? So the remaining 2 spaces have to become black space like that, right? And since there's 1 here, that means I got that. Let's see. Okay, we could do this one too, right? 3 and the 7, right? 3 and the 7. So looking at the 3, I could only have 2 two black spaces in this area, right? So only two of the four spaces will become black, right? 1, 2, 3, and then two more, 5, right? So remaining two empty spaces have to be black spaces like that, right? So I found that, got that, I got the 8, I found 4, 2, 3, okay, I found 4 this way, 6, 7, I feel like this is going to finish, no? Okay, not yet. Let's do it this way. Let's look at the 6 up there. I need two more black spaces, right? Two more black spaces, but I could only have one black space, right? Because of the 2, right? If you look at the 2, right? Since there's one black space already, I could only have one more. So only one of the 2 here will become can be a black space. Now going back to the 6, that means since I could only have one black space in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this remaining space has to be black to make it all 6, right? Again, one of them is a black space, that means 1 and then the 2. So I found 2 black spaces, right? So so the remaining spaces will become gray like that. I got that, 2. Okay, so that was puzzle number 6. So what I'll do, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to end here because the video is already long enough. So I will stop here and then I will continue from puzzle number 7 on my next video. Again, all the moves that I showed you here are covered in my previous tutorials. So when you get a chance, please refer to them. Or you could always ask me questions in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So yeah, that's it for now. I will continue from with number 7 on my next video. So thank you for watching. Bye.